Jeremy, how does it feel to have predicted EA sucking balls? You know what's funny about stuff like that? Like, this is interesting because, like, I always knew they were going to suck balls. They were sucking balls for so long. And you'd think, like, oh, like, you'd say, like, hey, like, that guy's going to totally suck balls. And that guy, like, goes and totally sucks balls. And you'd think, be like, I can totally call that guy sucking balls. But actually, it's kind of sad. Like, and made me feel like, even though, like, all these noobs were, like, listening to me, like, tell me they're, like, going to suck balls, I couldn't change the outcome of the sucking balls, you know? And it made me think, like, a lot about, like, the universe and the way, like, time works and stuff like that. Like, if you ever seen, like, time travel movies, like Back to the Future, and like, I don't like movies and stuff, but sometimes Kyle, like, has them on, and, like, I just osmosis stuff, like, I can't help it. But yeah, it makes me think, like, you know, like, it kind of bums me out a bit. You know, I'm like, well, like, I was telling everyone, there's, like, millions of noobs, like, online, like, I'm telling, like, EA totally sucks balls. I was like, no, I don't think so. I think they're okay. Like, COD 18's, like, pretty good. Like, let me go play that. And then everyone's like, yeah, like, EA does suck balls, like, 15 years later. And I'm thinking, like, I should be happy, but instead I'm kind of sad that, like, you can't change it, you know? Like, you can't change, like, the universe. Like, the universe is gonna be sometimes. And it's kind of sad because, yeah, if it's gonna suck, and you're like, well,
you didn't want them to suck balls.
No,
you like wanted them to own.
Yeah, I wanted EA to own. I didn't want General to suck. Kyle, I don't want any ball suckage, man. The dream world for me is there's no balls being sucked anymore. It's a world you never hear that noise. It doesn't exist in the whole world. But, so it's actually kind of a bummer, man. Yeah, I couldn't, it's like, I saw it coming, man. I was like, a bit like Jesus. I was a bit like Jesus. Like, I'm a Buddhist, but I was a bit like Jesus there. Which just kind of made me sad. A little bit, so.
Yeah, man.